What's happening? This is Jason Cannell with Music Scout TV, and today we're learning about something different, Aboriginal art and the Digeridu. We're at Molloy Gallery here in beautiful La Jolla, California. We're going to be walking around, checking out the art, listening to the music, and learning more about what makes Aboriginal tribes original.
This one here, mate's a Digeridu, all the way from North Queensland, Australia, same place as me. This is an ancient Aboriginal instrument as well as a piece of art. Well, we don't make them too much. Not us white fellas, but the Aborigines don't either. What has happened, this is a piece of eucalypt, like you'll see all around La Jolla, all around San Diego, eucalyptus all the way from Australia. What happens is the termites will actually eat out the inside of the tree, and then what the Aborigines do, they walk around with a stick and they tap the trees until they hear that one's hollow. When they hear that one's been hollowed out by the termites, they chop it off at either end, put some beeswax on one end, and then they blow it, and it gets a nice sound. That's a Digeridu.
Tell me about this piece of art, Christine.
This piece here? Well, first of all, to go back one, all of the art in this gallery is all Australian Aboriginal art. The Aboriginals are out in the desert, in the central desert of Australia. We go out to buy all the art ourselves, and we have it sent back, and then we have it stretched and put it on the wall. A lot of people actually think that there's just one artist in the gallery, but there's actually about 100 different artists that we represent. This one here I love to talk about. It's extremely beautiful, and this is actually done by a 19-year-old Aboriginal, can you believe it? She grew up in the northern part of Australia, which is very hot and tropical, and so they have a lot of thunderstorms and a lot of rain, so she's quite fascinated with thunder and with water and rain. So this is her rendition of water. What she does, her little technique here, you can see the little dots and then there's the lines. She uses a little squeeze bottle with a nib, she dots and then she drags, which seems kind of simple, but you try and do it, it's not easy.
Another great tool of the Digeridu that was a very big part of the Aboriginal culture was actually a healing instrument. In a lot of the tribes of Australia, the Digeridu was only allowed to be played by the men. And a lot of women would say, oh, it's because we were only there to raise babies. Well, actually, you'll notice that the Digeridu is quite a phallic symbol. And it does generate a lot of energy, deep-rooted male energy, into the earth. So what they did use the Digeridu for was a way for men to connect with the earth and to deepen our connection with Mother Earth, something that the women would do in other ways. But the Digeridu today, you can actually have a Digeridu healing. A lot of times what I'll do with a Digeridu healing is I'll bring the Digeridu into the base of the person, so down at their feet, and naturally I will play the Digeridu to the vibration of that person. Now traditionally what had happened is all the members of the tribe would come together for what's called a corroboree, and a corroboree is a communal gathering to play music and tell stories in the Aboriginal tradition. Now instruments like the Digeridu were used to tell stories, to pass on traditions from generation to generation. The Digeridu was the centerpiece of the music and of the stories. From there they'd have clapsticks. Clapsticks are just two little bits of wood. It's like a drum, but it's just do, 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 keep the beat. And then the ladies would get up there, and the men too, and they'd dance. And everyone would dance and get into it, wah! While the Digeridu's playing. These stories is how they passed on their traditions of the dream time. They also passed it on through art. Now that art, you will see inside the Molloy Gallery, depicts the culture of the Aboriginal people for the last 50,000 years. As I said, the didgeridoo is just an amplifier, so everything that happens actually happens inside of me. Now, like a saxophone or a clarinet, you've got the reed that vibrates. My reed are my lips. And what I'm doing there with the didgeridoo, being just a hollow piece of wood, is my reeds will blow and the vibration will come out the other end.
Anywhere left. We'll be back.
Then to make the notes and the sounds, all I'm doing is bringing from myself the different sounds that I want to make. Now there is one catch to that. There's a part of playing a didgeridoo that is the essence of the didgeridoo, and that's called circular breathing. Circular breathing is the art of being able to breathe continuously. While you're breathing out through your mouth, you're breathing in through your nose. The didgeridoo acts as a siphon. It pulls out the air from my lungs as I'm able to breathe in through my nose. Once you can circular breathe, you can connect with the didgeridoo. You can play for hours continuously on a didgeridoo, move into trance states. It's like meditation. Meditation, as we're taught by the Buddha or a lot of the popular meditation techniques, is a concentration on breath. Didgeridoo is exactly the same. Circular breathing, you'll see, comes from all down deep. It's all coming from inside of me. So that breathing is what connects me with the earth. The didgeridoo is my instrument, but at the end of the day, it's just a vibration.
Bye.